game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the American, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That pass is incomplete. Let's take an overall view of Boston College. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The quick out. And the ball squirted out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Back to the ground game on the left. Shows him the stiff arm. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the give off the left side. On the move at the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance.
Breaks into the open. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Punt is in the air. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running it to the right. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the back. And the Tigers will keep this drive going.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover 2 and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing. But I got to see the route. I got to see the wide receiver breaking, understanding the quarterback's throwing the football. And as soon as that hand separates from the other hand, I'm breaking on it. Does a great job breaking on it and making the catch.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Harris. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Lockwood. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Out of the gun, the inside give. Plows through the defense.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Bring in the heat. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Slithers into space. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Pucks it out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. To the air, it's Rayner. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the single back. Runs through a tackle. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the defense makes a big hit, knocks him down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoffs. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Last last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Clemson.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Boston College, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle, it's Harris. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Looking downfield on first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the missed connection on third down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Bolden. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got a man. It's Harris. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Keeps it on the draw. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run.
He smashes his way through again. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a crease to the left. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough to give Boston College the first down.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Give to the running back. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boston College!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not... But we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Boston College, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Leaves it with the running back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a fourth and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Eagles buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They'll go to the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Handoff from the gun. Picks up the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
44, Boston College, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
BC USC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Takes it on the return. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Under fire. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll keep it himself. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. With the catch, it's Harris. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Picked off to stop the threat.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Number 89 in punt formation to kick it away.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games